We'll start. Uh, Today's topic is about vibrational energies, but in the end, I took a decision to even add the topic of anxiety into it because the way today's situation is going on and everybody is quarantined, as well as the financial situations are going down for everybody. The whole world is going through this pandemic, and because of this financial situations, many people are going into anxiety, because of which peace are getting disrupted in the households, and very many more problems are occurring. The main problem in today's date is that every human being in, or should I say almost every human being in today's date, his mind has actually become an enemy of him. It's frankly speaking, if the mind becomes an enemy of a human being, the human being becomes his own worst enemy. Frankly speaking, in today's date, his own mind has become unbearable for him. If his own mind becomes unbearable for him, then of course it is but understood that he himself will become unbearable for himself. So right now in today's date, we need to understand, if a human being has become unbearable for himself, that how would he expect that somebody else would bear him? Well, that is not possible. Because of such situations, peace is getting disrupted in households, just because the family members are united in the homes in so many days, and they are frustrated and moving frustration on each other. Fine. Now let's move towards anxiety as well as vibration and vibrational energies. Now there are many kinds of energies as well as many level of energies. For an example, many kinds of energies: kinetic energy, magnetic energy, aura of energies, vibrational energies. A topic today is related to vibrational energies, negative energies, positive energies, and so on. Feminine energies, masculine energies, vapors of energies, many kinds of energies. Now we'll come to this topic, the vibrational energies topic, a bit later. First, we'll talk about anxiety. Usually, things like anxiety and depression, which disturbs a human being, happens due to negative emotions. Now, what is the definition of an emotion? Energies in motion is known as emotion. That's the definition of emotion. So, what is it actually? The source of energy is one. People can call it Kundalini power or the soul. The Chinese or the Buddhist people call it the Chi. And there are more definition of this energy, this root of energy. You can call it the mind as well. So, in today's date, what is going on? As said, the mind has become the worst enemy of a human being just because of negative emotions. Now, for a human being to remember any kind of a memory or any kind of an information stored in the mind, the emotion needs to be connected with the memory. Now, as described, emotion is nothing but a level of energy. Energies in motion is known as emotion. That's the definition of an emotion. Now, these that same energy source in different level are different kind of emotion. For an example, external love, or external love is also known as attachment, which is known as moh or moham in Sanskrit. All right, you fall in love with your money or your daughter, your father, your mother, your sister, or whatever it is. These are all external attachments and external love. Now, love is an emotion. Now, when this particular love is externally attached, the same love is negative. All right. So, this love, negative emotion, this is the most weakest kind of energy, weakest kind of emotion. Now, for an example, the most powerful or one of the most powerful kind of emotion is like ego, anger. These are masculine in nature, and these are the most negative form of emotions, means the most negative kind of energy, negative energy, the most powerful kind of negative energy. Now, what happens with a human being because of which he goes into anxiety? Anxiety is usually due to the fear of the future, though this is created by depression. Depression is actually due to the past tense, as anxiety is all about the future tense. In the case of anxiety, the emotion fear comes into play. Usually depression happens due to loneliness is also an emotion, as well as depression happens due to external love or attachment. Now, as said, due to this depression only, anxiety takes place. Anxiety takes birth in the human mind. Now, as said, anxiety is caused due to fear. Now, is for an example, in today's date, what generally is happening, that people have invested their money in the past. Now, due to some such kind of pandemic situation, which we are seeing for the first time in our lifetime, they do not know that what kind of money returns they will get, or they will lose money. They are quite sure that they'll lose money, but how much they will lose, they are not so sure. So because of which, it's a natural phenomenon that fear will occur in their mind that they will lose the money. When fear occurs in the mind in a human being, it definitely creates anxiety that whether I will get it or not. As said, anxiety is all about the future tense. When a human mind thinks in such a way that whether he'll get it or not, or whether he'll attain it or not, it's actually connected with the future tense. Now, usually the mind is made in such a way that it roams around the past and the future tense. It's natural phenomenon that it is created in such a way that it will surely roam around the past and the future tense. Now, there are certain kind of memories in the mind, and for a human being to remember the memory, a certain kind or certain level of emotion needs to be attached with that particular part of the memory, which is stored in the mind. For an example, if a human being is angry on someone, as said, anger is one of the powerful level of emotions. If a human being is angry on someone and he couldn't remove his anger on that particular person, what will happen, that he will hold a grudge and enmity against him. Enmity is also an emotion now. Now, if he holds on to enmity against that particular guy, which he is holding on to anger against, what will happen? The mind will again and again create images regarding that guy. Why? He will start visualizing that man in his mind. Usually, the mind is made in such a way that it mostly thinks in images. That is why it is said that the mind imagines. That is why it is said that the mind imagines. The mind thinks things in imagination, in images. It's actually the past which recreates the future. Whatever memory resides in the past tense, the mind recreates it as the future tense in images. Now, if negative emotions get connected to negative memories in the mind, now we need to know this also. Whenever an emotion arises from within the mind, there will be certain kind of chemical release from the brain. Now, whatever kind of chemical release happens from within the brain, it will surely affect the body. Alright, it is very much understandable, and in today's day, doctor says these, that whatever kind of emotions are there in the human mind, these are nothing but chemicals which release within the brain. Now, as said, brain is a body part. Alright, if negative emotions are attached with negative memories, a certain kind of chemical reaction will happen within the brain. If certain kind of chemical reaction will happen within the brain, then it will surely have a negative impact on the body. Now, what are the consequences of the negative impact of the body? What happens with the body is the immunity level drops down, which is there in the body. The immunity level drops down because the brain is releasing certain kind of chemicals which is stored in the brain due to certain kind of emotions which get released in the form of energies. These certain kind of chemicals released within the brain, due to which the immunity level, either it will increase in the body or either it will decrease in the body. This will happen if the emotions are negative. Then it will create such kind of impact in the brain which will release certain kind of chemicals which will have negative impact on the body, which in turn will decrease the immunity level of the body. Now, for an example, if there are certain kind of emotions like humbleness, or certain kind of emotions like love, or which in reaction creates gratitude, certain kind of positive emotions will definitely get attached to positive memories. If certain kind of positive emotions excrete out of the mind in the form of energies, then it will surely release certain kind of chemicals within the brain. If the energies are positive, then it will surely release certain kind of chemicals within the brain, which in turn will have positive reaction in the body, which will in return increase the immunity level of body. That is why in today's date, science and doctors also says that problems like depression and anxiety drops down the immunity level in the body. Now, why has this topic been added? Because there are many people who are thinking in a very negative manner, just because negative energies and negative emotions are very prevalent in today's human being. Because usually in today's state, human beings are not attached to meditative state. They do not do meditation, and because of which the mind roams around the past and the future tense quite constantly. That happens, and mind is unstable. Now, the base of anxiety and depression resides in the instability. If the mind is unstable, that's when depression and anxiety occurs, when the mind is roaming around the past and the future tense. What is the base of meditation? The base of meditation is to pull the mind from the past and the future tense and stabilize it in the present tense. This is the base of meditation. Usually what happens, if you people also must have heard that usually people going into meditative states will definitely gain positive qualities. Actually, positive qualities are just a reaction of positive emotions. If emotions are positive, it will surely get attached to positive memories stored in the mind. If it get attached to positive memory stored in the mind, then the thought process of a human being will be positive, which in return will excrete positive chemicals within the brain, which in return will have a positive impact on the body. Now, this is how the immunity level of the body will increase. Now, coming down to today's main topic, as said, vibrational energies. This was the explanation about emotions. It was very, very important because in today's state, where every human being in the whole wide world is going through this pandemic, the problems of anxiety are increasing, and it is very much natural. They are not attached to meditation. And in today's date, most people's mind have become their worst enemy because it's become quite unstable. So now coming down to vibrational energies, which acts like a healing kind of an energy. It's a healing energy. Now, as said, there are many levels and many kind of energies. Now, many times, usually spirituality is all about self-realization. It's all about self-experience. So it is very much important for the viewer to realize that whatever is being said right now, they have already realized this previously in their lifetime. What happens with a human being, this usually happens with a human being, that while listening to any kind of a soothing music, or listening to some kind of a very positive motivational speeches, they feel kind of a typical kind of a vibrational energy excreting from within their body. This usually happens when everyone, many times in their lifetime, this usually happens with them. It's usually, it is said that I got goosebumps. This is what actually is said by people. This is what they understand about that. What actually happens, as said in the starting of this life, that the source of energy is one. This source of energy is known by many names, like Kundalini power. You can call it as a Kundalini power, as said Buddhist or the Chinese has named it as the Chi. You can call it as soul, or you can even call it as the mind. You can call it whatever you want to, but it's the same energy source. Now, what happens with a human being? Usually in a female, the energy point which is activated. Now, there are multiple energy points in the human body known as chakras. I'm sure maybe you guys must have heard about this term known as chakras. There are total of 114 chakras in the body, primarily from which primary are 7, and liberated souls like saints or the gurus who got liberated, they gave importance only to 6 chakras. They did not give importance to this chakra, which is known as the ajna, or it is also known as the third eye. In Sanskrit, it is also known as the trinetri. They did not give importance to this particular chakra. Now, over here, nearby the heart, resides the Ahat Anahat chakra, which is also known as the heart chakra. In a woman, usually energy point resides over here. This is the chakra which is activated on a maximum level in a woman. And in a man, it is activated on the second chakra, which is known as the Savdistran chakra. Now, what happens with a human being when he listens to such kind of a soothing music, or such kind of a motivational speech which gives him goosebumps, kind of goosebumps? What happens within a human being on an energy level is that wherever the Kundalini power is residing in a human being, it can be residing in the fourth or the third or the second chakra. The Kundalini power is actually bound to react to sound energy. Sound is also an energy which is born from a human being. Right now I'm speaking, it's due to sound energy. You are able to hear me just because of sound energy. Kundalini power is actually bound to react to sound energy. Alright, so if a human being listens to such kind of soothing music or a motivational speech, this Kundalini power will surely react to it. When this Kundalini power reacts to the sound energy, whatever place it would be residing it will move upwards. This is also known as the awakening of the Kundalini power. So that means many times in a lifetime of a human being has experienced the awakening of the Kundalini power, but due to his non-awareness, he could not realize that this is actually the awakening of the Kundalini power, or as said, the awakening of Chi. This can also be described as awakening of mind. There is not much of a difference. So whenever this Kundalini power awakens, from whichever designation it is residing in, so for an example, if it is residing in the 4th chakra, it will move up and activate the 5th chakra. When it tries to activate or activates the 5th chakra, the chakra, while it is getting activated, it releases certain kind of energies which are a bit powerful. So that is why these vibrational energies, when it gets excreted out of the body, you people will feel goosebumps in the body. This is actually the awakening of the Kundalini power. The Kundalini power moves upwards and activates or tries to activate the upper chakra right above its position. Now, the same vibrational energies can be utilized as self-healing energies. Now, as said, emotions are also energies. Emotions also release certain kind of chemicals within the brain. Exactly in the same way, this is also an energy. In fact, a much more powerful, in fact, 1,000 times much more powerful energy. That is why you are literally feeling it in the body, excreting out the body. You are literally feeling this particular energy excreting out of the body. Usually when emotions come out like love or humbleness or what we say anger, you will not feel such kind of energy, vibrational energy excreting out of the body. That means this particular energy, vibrational energy, when the Kundalini power awakens, this is a very very powerful energy. Now, this particular energy acts as a self-healing energy as well. As said, emotions are energies, and this will also excrete certain kind of chemicals within the brain. Exactly in the same way, if vibrational energies are very much powerful, and this energy will also release certain kind of chemicals in the brain, which will of course be positive in nature. And mind it, these energies are very powerful, so it will definitely have very powerful chemical effects in the brain. If it will have very much powerful chemical effects in the brain, then it will surely have very much powerful reaction in the body as well. Because of which it is said that these vibrational energies can act as a self-healing energy. What will happen when these chemical, such kind of powerful positive chemical reaction happens in the brain? The immunity level of the body will increase. Now, for an example, the mind and the body are totally submerged into each other. Whatever goes on with the body, whatever a human being does with his body, and a human face is actually a mirror of what's going on in the mind. Why is it so? Just because the mind and the body are totally submerged into each other. Now, if the mind and the body, as many people must have heard the term that mind is the commander of the body. Of course, it is the commander of the body. Wherever the mind goes, the body follows. If this is the truth, and if the mind becomes powerful, then it is per sure that body will also become powerful. If the body is powerful, then how can the immunity level of the body be low? And if the body is weak, then how come the immunity level of the body be high or increase in percentages? It is not possible. If the immunity level of the body is good, the body will be strong. If the immunity level of the body is low, the body will also be weak. This is the truth. Now, as said, that these particular vibrational energies act as self-healing energies as well. Now, how does this thing happen? Usually, if you guys must have heard the term that, as said, the base of spirituality is all about making the mind stable, pulling the mind from roaming around the past and the future tense and stabilizing in the present tense. When the mind gets stabilized in the present tense, that means the mind is getting, the human being is getting control over the mind. The mind is a combination of energies. As said, that the source of energies, you can call it by whatever name you want. You can call it the chi, you can call it the Kundalini power, also you can call it the mind. Alright. If the mind has gotten control by a human being, that means the Kundalini power and these energies, a human being gains control of all these energies. Just because he's got control over his mind, because through meditative states his mind has stabilized in the present tense. Now, when such kind of energy or Kundalini energy or Kundalini power comes into the control of a human being can utilize these energies for his benefit. It can be a benefit of the mind, it can be a benefit for his spiritual progress. It can be for the benefit of his financial progress, or any kind of progress can happen due to this. Now, wouldn't get into much more details of that. Now, as said, if vibrational, now these certain kind of vibrational energies which have already been felt by normal human beings. Now, when the mind as well as these energies come into the control of a human being, for an example, there are pains in the body. All right, the body parts are actually made in the brain. We can visualize it right in front of us, but it is actually made in the brain. For an example, this hand is connected with nerves. All right, these nerves get connected to the central nervous system into the brain. All right, so this particular hand and the nerves inside this hand will get connected to that particular part of the brain where the part of the hand resides. So right now, if the hand movement is happening right now, we can visualize it over here, but actually it is happening over here. Right now, if I am speaking, the tongue movement is happening over here. We can visualize it over here, but it is actually happening in the brain. Now, for an asset, why has this example been given? Now, if vibrational energy is on its lowest peak, still this vibrational energy can be utilized as self-healing energies to heal a pain in the body. How does that happen? As said, that certain kind of energies will release from the body, vibrational energies will release from the body, due to which certain kind of a positive reaction will happen in the brain, certain kind of chemicals will release within the brain. If certain kind of positive chemical reaction will happen within the brain, that part of the brain, as said, hand also resides in the brain. Now, if there is pain in the hand, this will automatically get cured. It will automatically get cured. This is just a very small example. Now, for an example, you guys must also have heard about such kind of miracles happening in the Golden Temple, or such kind of very powerful vibrational places are there. Alright. Now what happens? Energies flows in air. Usually energies flows air. For an example, this sound is also an energy, right? I am able to speak and you are able to hear just because air is in between us. If there wasn't any air in between us, you guys wouldn't be able to hear me, right? So what is happening over here? The energy is traveling over here from this body to the bodies who are listening. The sound energy is traveling through the air. One more example. For an example, if a human being is on his deathbed and he takes his last breath, with that last breath, the soul exits from the body. The soul is a combination of energies. The soul is a combination of energies. It resides in the air, and with the last breath. What is the breath? When we breathe out, we are actually breathing out air, right? When a human being is about to die, he takes his last breath, and with his last breath, with the last chunk of air in his body, the soul also exits. The soul is a combination of energies. Alright, so that is why it is said, let it be the sound energy, or let it be whatever kind of energy travels in air. Now, if this is very common to understand about evaporation system. Evaporation system is such that the air converts into water and water converts into air. Yeah, right now the summer season is going on right now. In these days, water converts into air. Because of which, as soon as the summer season is done, rainy season starts. Why? Because whatever water was there, it has got converted into the air, and again that air converts into clouds and converts into water. And again, in the form of rain, drops down. This process is known as evaporation system. Now, such kind of places like the Ganges, or also known as the Ganga, where it is said that if you take a holy dip at the Ganga, certain kind of sins will get washed out. Of course, this will not happen directly, but indirectly it does. Same goes with the Golden Temple as well. Same goes with in Christianity also. When they give baptism to a human being, they usually dip that human being into water. In today's date, science also says that water contains memory. For an example, if certain kind of memories are stored in the mind, it is taken in, right? Exactly in the same way, when the traveling of energies happens in air, and this exact same air converts into the water, like for an example of the golden temple, certain kind of vibrational energies are 24/7 releasing over there because of sound. All right, now over there this vibrational energies travel in the air. This same air converts into the water. That is why you will find water all around the golden temple. When this vibrational energies which are contained into the air, this air converts into water. The same vibrational energy gets stored into the water. Now, as said, these vibrational energies also act as self-healing energies. As said, these energies will release certain kind of chemicals within the brain, which will heal the body, because brain is also a body part. That is why people must have heard certain kind of miracles happening in the golden temple, or such kind of positively, very positively charged places. Till today, what the most powerful place which I have found out in my personal life by the Guru's grace is the golden temple. Definitely, it is very extremely powerfully charged, very positively charged place. And many people have got cured also in such kind of place. In the golden temple, they have got cured. Why? Because of certain kind of self-healing vibrational energies which got stored into the water. People go into that water, that same vibrational energies are sucked in by the human body. Now, the body contains iron. In the human body, there is iron in the human body. And iron contains magnetic energy. If the human body goes into the water, the iron and the magnetic energy will do its job. It will pull in that self-healing vibrational energies from the water, because of which, let it be kind of any kind of sickness, it will get cured. It will get cured. Of course, it depends from a human, from one human to another human. It depends upon the different kind of human beings, but these things do happen. Now, as said, the self-healing vibrational energies can be excreted out of the human body only through meditation. When through meditation the mind stabilizes, that's when self-healing vibrational energies are born. And once again I repeat, these self-healing vibrational energies thus excrete certain kind of chemicals within the brain, through which the body, whatever kind of sickness it may be have, it will surely get cured. Now, for an example, these vibrational energies on a lower level can be utilized to heal the body as well, and these same vibrational energies on a very higher level can be used for psychic abilities also. It's the same level. As said, the mind is a combination of multiple energies as well as multiple level of energies. Same goes with the emotion. The most powerful kind of energy and the most powerful emotion, negative emotion, for an example, negative emotion, I gave an example of a negative emotion, is anger, ego. And the weakest kind of negative emotion is attachment, or also known as moh or mohan, external love. Same goes with the vibrational energies. It also has a status. Now, how come the status can be decided? For an example, if there is pain in a body, in certain part of a body, and if this vibrational energy is getting excreted out of this chakra, for an example, the fourth chakra. The fourth chakra is not so powerful in nature. The spiritual chakra actually starts from here. The Vishuddha, this is known as the Vishuddha chakra. The spiritual chakra actually starts from here. The sound energy is also born through here, the Vishuddha chakra. Now, if the Kundalini power is residing in the Ahat Anahat chakra, the fourth chakra, and the vibrational energies are excreted out of the body due to this chakra, and if a human being wants to concentrate on the certain part of the human body which is in pain, then it will take about maybe a week or maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so. Maybe it can reach a month or maybe even 2 months. Why does it take so much of long time? Because it is releasing through this chakra. The vibrational energy is releasing through this chakra. So this is not much powerful in nature. That is why it is taking much more longer time for the body to get healed. Now, for an example, if the human being attains uh, the fifth stage of samadhi, where the kundalini power resides in between the agya and the ajna. So over here, the excretion of vibrational energies will be so powerful. Frankly speaking, in such kind of a state, the vibrational energy travels till kilometers, nearly about 50, 40 to 50 to 60 kilometers. It travels still so far away. 100% saint is him who has attained 100% liberation, and his agya chakra, the topmost, the seventh chakra, has been 100% activated. For such kind of a saint, his aura, his vibrational energies will reach till nearly about 80 to 100 kilometers or so. Now, such kind of a saints do not get sick, even not even minimum kind of sickness comes near their body. As said, now if a human being has attained the fifth stage of samadhi, where the kundalini power is residing in between the agya chakra as well as the agna chakra, and if that time, usually already sickness does not appear, but still, just for a brief example, if the vibrational energies releases from that part of the chakra, it will heal the particular part of the body within seconds. It wouldn't even take seconds. That's the difference between variety of vibrational energies. If the vibrational energies are weak and it is focused on a certain part of a human body, which is of course made in the brain, the chemicals are released in the brain, as well as the body parts are also made in the brain. If they are made in the brain, they get cured also in the brain, they get sick also in the brain. We can just feel it over here, but actually all the action or reaction are going on inside. So these vibrational energies can a human being can get control over these vibrational energies and utilize it for a progression, for a spiritual progression, also for curing his body also. As said, in today's date, that immunity level is very important in today's date, because the pandemic which is going on right now, and everybody is quarantined within their own homes just because of the scare of coronavirus. Now,